Welcome, Brother Shawt. What up? How are you doing?
Hey
How's
man, say man, I'm in the
Hey,
building, man. Hey, I'm blessed to be here. You feel me?
what's up, man? So I'm sorry, it's been kind of hard to get you fully here on alchemizing energy. Um,
Yeah.
but because we've been both busy, I see you got some new business that you just started up amongst several businesses. Uh, with the Frenchies, right? Are you
Oh
gonna be
yeah.
selling those Frenchies? Or are you gonna be just raising them? And what are you gonna be doing with the Frenchies?
Oh yeah, nah, I'm producing quality Frenchies that are ready for a happy home. You understand me? That's what I'm doing. I'm preparing Frenchies for a happy home. I don't want to sell to anybody. I want to know that these puppies that I'm putting my time and energy and care into is gonna go to a solid home. Somebody that's gonna take care of them, that's gonna love them. You understand me? Like their kids, or close to them. You dig? So that's what we doing. Yeah, we definitely selling them, but I do keep them because I just love the breed. I love the animals. So I have my personal ones, but we producing some to sell too.
Now you are a businessman. I met you a long time ago when you were in like the kind of the Black Power kind of thing with SETI and
Right.
the RBG kind of movement. I met you kind of back then when you were like performing at the bookstores,
Right. Right.
doing a lot of grassroots work, so I also, and then lately you've been doing like the alkaline hour and the vegan restaurant thing, and I mean you kind of like inspired me. I was like, wow, this is amazing. Going from like just
Come on,
uh
man.
doing the vegan stuff, you was trapping the vegan lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Hard. Hard.
So explain, like, how did that kind of come to be? How did it kind of come to pass?
Man, just just to be 100, like I was doing, like, when you met me, I was doing the vegan thing, the healthy living thing. That kind of was inspired by the loss of my parents. You know what I'm saying, when I was young, and so I've been on a journey. But to actually put it out there, that came about like around 2016, 2018, when I created the Alkaline Hour as a YouTube series. Actually, that's how I started it. I was just documenting my journey of me transitioning to alkaline veganism. Because at that time I was either pescatarian or just becoming, no, no, I wasn't even pescatarian. No, I was pescatarian, but I wasn't vegan at the time. I ain't go vegan until 2017. You dig? But anyways, man. So it's just been a process. It's been a journey that kind of matriculated to what it is today. But just some of the pillars or the legs to this table would definitely have been, one, just my personal story, my personal testimony, my loved ones, dying from health issues that I learned eventually that were preventable. And then also, would definitely be just, man, my needing to survive and trying to figure it out. And then just my innate creativity. And, I'm an artist, as most people know. That was my video at the beginning. I'm a creative, you understand me? So, I'm gonna do what I do in any aspect, whether if that's an entrepreneur, an entrepreneurial way, or a hustling way, or just being a community leader or liaison for different ideas and different movements and energies. You dig? So that was a kind of I guess the pillars of this table. You dig? That kind of led me on to this journey that I'm on today. You feel me? But I feel like I still got a lot of work to do, and I feel like I'm gonna be constantly involved. And so what I have created as far is not gonna be my most beautiful work. You dig? But so that's what I'd say though.
So you started off with the RBG movement, working with I think it was the Fort Worth. Was it the first Fort Worth RBG, or was it the Gorilla Mainframe? Were you a part of that group at any point?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So me, I was in Dallas. I was in the cliff, so I naturally would have definitely knew about GMAP, or excuse me, GMF, Gorilla Mainframe. Most of those brothers being out of Oak Cliff if not all of them, for real. Or at least the original members. Yeah. So I was in GMF, Gorilla Mainframe.
So explain like some of your activism moments. Like I know that back you kind of like was a kind of a part of like a lot of like when there was some events that have happened in the past.
Right.
Uh, was a shooting. I think wasn't there something that happened with the guy from Dallas that shot the police officer at some point? It was like a whole bunch of different events happening in Dallas, and you seem to be at the helm of a lot of those movements. So explain kind of what happened in your situation with the Dallas Nine and everything like that.
Right, yeah. So I was definitely a part of a few different events, what if that was, when the KKK or under the name of Bear, the Bureau Against Islamic Relations came down to South Dallas, trying to terrorize, where they was terrorizing Muslims at their mosque. They decided to come to South Dallas and do the same thing, and me, GMF, and other organizations, man, we shut that down. GMF led that. However, it was a lot of organizations or people or groups that might have not normally have been under one accord. You understand me? But we were able to bring people together. I was also a part of, like you stated, the Dallas Nine, where Amber Geiger. For those that aren't familiar with the Dallas Nine, there was a shooting in Dallas. Amber Geiger, a former Dallas police officer, went into somebody's house named Botham Jean, and she killed him, claiming that she thought he was an intruder in her apartment, despite the various many differences. You understand me, of the layouts of their apartments, the rugs and the decor and the aesthetic stuff like that. You know what I mean? But she took this man's life, and so the Dallas Nine, we led a more vocal protest at the Cowboy Stadium back in 2018. And Friendship West was there. They did their silent protest, but we just it didn't sit right in my heart, at least. So I decided to be more vocal, try to just spread awareness. You know what I'm saying? Say,
Were
man,
you
this is
guys
not
the
right.
one that blocked off the highway and all that stuff like that? Was that y'all?
I ain't do that. I was not on no highway. I was at the
Okay, there was
Cowboy
some people that
Stadium.
blocked off the whole highway and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that was other members of the Nine that was doing stuff, and I wasn't a part of that group. My partner Daryl Burnham, he had brought me out. He was messing with them, and they actually, didn't really like me. You understand me? And but I came to be a part of something that was bigger than me, my own prejudice, my dislike. It was even white people out there. You understand me? And at that time, I was definitely not trying to be seen around white people. But like I said, man. Well, you feel me? Like, but I was able to go outside of my own prejudice and make international awareness on, police terrorism in Dallas, Texas. You understand me? Something that people don't even know that's real and a everyday reality for people that look like us here. So, and not only that, we at the time we spent more time in jail than Amber Geiger did. We spread international awareness. I continued to lead the efforts later on, a couple years later, to change Lamar Street in downtown Dallas, where DPD headquarters is, where Amber Geiger left from work and went a couple blocks down, not even a block down, to go to her house and kill this man. You dig? We changed that street name to Botham Jean Boulevard. You dig?
So that was your effort. Wow, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. I ain't get
Wow.
my respect. I ain't get my credits. I ain't get my due. And the other members of the squad who made that happen, you understand me, the team, we didn't get our due. The city
Who
council,
kind of who got the shine off of that? Who was the person that kind of
the
like
city council, Lee Merritt, another cat. You
even
understand
speak at
me?
the event at the opening of the thing? Did you get to even say the word or anything like that?
No, 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 no. I was there, but I was not invited. I just happened to
Wow.
go. You know what I'm saying? And they had VIP, red carpet, private event. They did not invite us, which that's not what it's for though. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that work to be the VIP. You understand me? To be on the red carpet. But just an acknowledgement. You understand me? Because this was a community fight. You understand me? That was a community win. That was something that was not possible. That Devontae Peters, Brother Shawt, I ain't do it by myself. You understand me? It was a lot of people sending emails. It was a lot of people coming to our events. It was a lot of people, participating. You understand me, and being a part of that, and to strip that from the community, that makes it feel like we don't come together. But there are many times where we do. So, anyways, man, I've just been a part of a lot of stuff, behind the scenes. Even when Austin Sheffield, when he was a white guy in Deep Ellum that assaulted a black girl over a parking spot or something like that, and we even went to his house to go see about him. You understand me?
Was that
He
the
went.
transgender that got beat up, or what did she get? Or was that a regular
No,
woman?
that's Malaysia Booker. That was a whole different instance. This was a natural born black woman. You did
Oh,
that
okay.
was assaulted by a man, a white guy. But anyways, man, it's yeah, yeah. So I can go on down that rabbit hole.
Were you also a part of like the? Did you ever get investigated with the Raheem Balagoon? And free Raheem Balagoon.
Right.
You're aware about his situation, right?
Of course, of course, of course.
So were you a part of that? Did you get like investigated too and have people watching you as well, or did you get called in or anything, or
Man,
run into the issue?
I never got called in. However, of course, we was under investigation. You understand me? They tapping phones, they watching and surveilling. I think that's protocol. You know what I mean? But shit, I wasn't doing nothing, so I'm good. He wasn't doing anything either. They just was scared of him. You know what I'm saying? So so yeah, 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 for shit show.
That's crazy. Yeah, because I mean, only thing I saw him really doing was practicing his little the guns,
Which he
and
has the right to.
right, and then teaching people how to fight, and working out at the high school,
You
and
know where
and
they messed up? Where he messed up?
what?
Where he messed up, he's tried to go across the country and teach different, communities how to do the same stuff that we've been doing, that what he's been doing in Dallas. You dig? And
Oh, when he
shit, they
went to
said,
Detroit, you think by going to Detroit, like you think that
mm-hmm.
probably was a danger because that's an all black city, and then to be bringing that to a place that could be a big scary thing for the
That's why
government.
I said. That's why I said. But
And
think
most of your militias are in Michigan.
and think about this. We have the funny self defense training guy out of Detroit. The fat guy that shows you how to disarm people and just do different moves that is gonna get you killed and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
He's
yeah.
but think about the image. Rakim was had a certain image. Now, he's teaching the same thing that Rakim is. However, the other guy is making it more funny. You know what I'm saying? You kind of taking the black man as a joke. But
Mhm.
Rakim had a really strong pro black image that pretty much that's against the fabric of what these people are building. So um anyways, man, I think that's a threat even in this day.
Yeah.
um
I
in the
remember.
minds
Listen, I
of
remember training with Rakim one time, and he was like showing people how to do a kick or whatever, and he had to break in what you call one of the people's hand because the
I
guy
was
that was
there.
holding you was there. What you remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah. He broke Kamal's thumb.
From my thumb, right? Because he was.
I remember
All
that
the women
shit.
was like, man, he needs some pussy or something like that because he is doing the most. Like, man, and there people were laughing, and he's like, y'all messing with me, but. That's what I remember of him is like teaching, but really going hard with his teaching
Right,
of self defense. Like he would do it like
right,
he was really in the self defense
right,
mode.
right. Yeah, man. I think that image is a threat to the agenda. You did.
Right? Like zero body fat, looking like GI Joe,
Come
like one
on.
of them figurines,
Nah, they want us to have hypertension and blood pressure. You did.
and teach people how to fight and know that you probably can't run that far, even if you
Nah,
did.
facts, 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 facts.
So now one person that was actually at that same event with Rakim was Seti, Sarah Suit and Seti. And it was one point where, it seemed like everybody was all together, like coming together doing stuff. Like, what was the divide that happened there? Because I remember he would come into Dallas, and like and it would almost be a competition. Everybody be trying to see who could like do the most push ups and sit ups and everything. And it seemed like it was really fun. So what exactly ended up happening between that relationship? Because I was like thinking it was pretty cool. So
So specific, like what relationship specifically?
I would say just in general, like it seemed like you were always his opening guy, like to open up all the things, and a lot of your songs kind of like went along with the whole Black Power movement. Like you seem to be like the person that had the soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
then it seemed like he was beginning to get like a crew or a team with the RBGs from DFW. You know what I'm saying? And like it seemed like that was like his main kind of go to, but then all of a sudden like it just dissipated.
Man, so I can't really speak on nobody else's relationship, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't really know what he had going on with the Fort Worth crew, with the Fort Worth RBG, Lone Star RBG organization. Um, and then as far as, what he had with GMF, I don't know. All I can do is speculate, you understand? Because I was just like a member, you understand me? And I was really young at the time, so I wasn't like a high ranking member of the organization. So as far as but my speculation is that maybe, it was just, they were booking him, to speak and stuff. And I don't know, I have no idea. But what I do feel like it was, what I do know as far as me and him, um me and him, our relationship, me and Sadie, like I don't specifically know. I just know like when I started, when me and Sadie, I met Sadie before I met Pharaoh, and really knew who Pharaoh was. And then Pharaoh started getting known. Young Pharaoh started getting known and popular on social media, on YouTube and shit. Shit, man, he started coming around. I was traveling cross country with Sadie. Then when Pharaoh started coming around, shit just was, shit was different. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was acting funny and shit. So, they just started making me fall back. I just noticed like, when Pharaoh started coming around, they started, having me really stop performing. And if they did have me perform, I'll perform at the small event, you dig? But at first, before that shit, I was rocking crowd. You know what I'm saying?
You were like the
I
all
was,
the songs, all it
hey,
was what
hey,
you had the like the theme songs,
hey, from Black Power to What Up to
Yeah, what up?
goddamn Khaled Muhammad to you name it, nigga. I had some joints, but I ain't gonna lie, man. Like that community just started hating. Like I felt, you know what I'm saying, niggas was hating on me, bro. Like especially Pharaoh, and I hate to sit here and understand me, like. Shit, really, talk about somebody that's not here, but just on some real shit, like you asked me the question, I'm gonna just be 100. Like niggas, when that nigga started coming around, niggas started pushing Brother Shawt out. That's what I noticed.
Do you think that it was because he thinks he's a rapper too, and he felt like you're gonna outshine him as a rapper, young Pharaoh?
Well, if that's how you want to put it, you know what I'm saying, but I will say that, um, I was out there performing. If y'all find that video when we was out there in Oakland on the block rapping, and people will attest to that was there. I was out there rocking the crowd on the block and getting to it, and Pharaoh, he was there too. It was at his event, but he let me come perform. You know what I'm saying? But it was at his event after the event, not during the event, nigga. We outside after the
Right.
event. I was supposed to perform at the event. They didn't let me. But I didn't know the nigga though. You feel me? So we went to the motherfucking block, hit that bitch, everybody outside, and then he rapping off his phone. He reading his lyrics off his phone. So that showed me that he didn't have recorded music at the time. You understand
Mm.
me? And Brother Shawt showed him that, nigga, you can rap this goddamn conscious shit, nigga, and make it saucy. So I don't be getting my credit. You understand me? My flowers or whatever. But hey, you understand me? It is what it is. You did.
Yeah, and I think that it's kind of sad that that because I believe that recipe worked. Having you kind of open up and bring like the kind of soundtrack. Also, whatever you ever met Aisha Sekhmet?
Segment,
She's the one.
segment.
I think she had the song "You the White Man's Bitch" or something like that. You the white
She
man's
she was
bitch.
she was thick or something. I
I don't
I
think
remember that name. I think
it was
I
her name was Aisha Sekhmet. She had a song called "You the White Man's Bitch," basically. She was from Atlanta. I think she
okay.
used to be a stripper or something like that at one point, but then she got
Okay.
became so conscious. I was one because between you and her, she started doing conscious rap, and then after she came on, then you began to do to like be known, like opening up the shows. And at the time, see, I was actually the web developer per
Mm.
se,
Right,
and I
right,
was
right, right,
doing
right. I
his
remember that.
African Glory and what's it called, the Black Power Cartel
Right, right. I remember that.
website. I was his web developer. So
Right.
like that's how I knew about all the different things going on. But it does seem like once young Pharaoh kind of came around, uh everybody else kind of like got pushed off to the side and then they kind of started to do their own thing.
Mm.
You said that you actually went to the event in Chicago, I mean California. You were supposed to perform, but then all of a sudden you were not on the bill.
Yeah, man, that shit was crazy. Like, and it was my second time. Like, we did it the first year, then we did it the next year, same month or whatever, same promoters, same venue. So we in Carson, California, and then we in Long Beach, Shades of Africa, and some spot in Carson. They just booked out some bazaar or something, and then the first year, the video, the footage is out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm gossiping or no shit, but it's just real. Like I'm stating historical facts, you dig? But like, I rocked the house. Like I shut that bitch down. They also had a performer named Offset. She did like a Offset or Asar, one of them. I think it was Offset. She did like poetry. You know what I'm saying? Conscious poetry. She was okay, but she didn't shut the house down like motherfucking Brother Shawt. You dig? And
Right.
then so same thing at Shades of Africa. You know what I'm saying? Boom, Carson and Long Beach Rock House. Next year come, and Young Pharaoh's at both of them, but next year come, Young Pharaoh's like, nah, we oh, no, 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 no. Seti come. We pick up Seti, then we pick up Pharaoh. No, we pick up Pharaoh, one of them. I don't know. I was with them, and we picked up the other nigga. So boom, nigga, we all three link up, you know what I'm saying? No, so I'm with Sadie at first, and then we pick up Pharaoh, right? So me and Sadie cool, and when Pharaoh link up, boom, it's all of a sudden, oh yeah, by the way, so we gonna let you rock out at Long Beach. You see what I'm saying? We gonna take care of Carson. And mind you,
So
Carson is the
did Pharaoh perform, or he just didn't want you to perform?
He ain't perform at. He didn't want me to perform at the big event. I don't think he performed. I don't remember. I don't remember. But I know he performed at the. I think he performed at the small event in Long Beach. But Long Beach was a small event. And long story short, they didn't let me perform at the big event like I did last time when I shut that motherfucking house down. And they let the other. Excuse me. They let the other sister on set perform. The other sister perform on set. So. I was just weird, like niggas just moving weird, like they wasn't letting me, you know what I'm saying, do my thing like I did last time. But it's cool because I, came and started doing my own shit. But I did notice though when bro came around, shit started, you understand me, getting real different though.
So did you pay your own way to like when you were touring and stuff like
Hell
that?
yeah. Hell yeah. Niggas wanna pay my motherfucking way. That nigga Sadie, like, so how it happened, how I met Sadie was like they had an event in Fort Worth, at the Doc Bookshop. Harambe Culture, Robert Taylor booked them out. I fucking love Sadie. I like, man, I was fucking with that nigga, like just watching his videos for months. And then just so happened that nigga finna come here. I'm like, okay. I'm thinking strategic. I'm like, and it was a video that he did. He was like, man, I ain't playing no games with these niggas. We
Right.
ain't playing no games with these niggas. You know what I'm saying? And I say, we ain't playing no games with these niggas. You feel me? So I recorded that shit and I put that shit in front of Black Power. And then we performed it. And then he heard himself at the event. He knew that was him. And then I shut down the crowd with that Black Power shit, nigga. This shit you played at the event, and nigga, it was history. That nigga was fucking with it. And he was like, any event that I got shit, nigga. You get your ticket, you can come perform. I said, bet. So I was doing all that shit. And then it wasn't just that California shit. It was Atlanta. We went to Atlanta. I was supposed to perform. Niggas ain't let me perform. That's when he got high or some shit. Couldn't remember his fucking shit. Whatever the fuck. Pharaoh. And but yeah, nigga, like shit, nigga, they ain't let me perform there. I went to Memphis, supposed to perform, ain't let a nigga perform there. Like, okay, this shit getting real different, I'm coming out of pocket on my own shit, travel, everything, you dig? So, yeah,
So
nah, I started
he was getting high, couldn't remember his own what lyrics or whatever, or like what his
his
uh
his PowerPoint or whatever.
oh,
Yeah, in Atlanta,
and he got high and couldn't remember.
I mean, I shouldn't. I don't know what happened to him, but I think he was high. But he started, just fumbling on the shit. You never seen him do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's really articulate and he really he's really great at what he does. You understand me? So
Right.
to see him fumble like that was, you know, I think he had got high, ate an edible or something, some shit.
Oh
Um,
wow.
yeah, hell yeah, and just kind of
Was that
fumbled it.
recorded? Was that online, or is that like was that just a special show that they had did?
Shit, I don't remember. I don't remember, man. I just remember that I was kind of hot because I was focused. I was excited to perform. We had a nice crowd, and them niggas did what they did to me. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that's kind of
That's
sad.
what I remember. Shit.
Yeah, yeah. So it seemed. I mean, it seemed like a lot of people kind of like fell off to the wayside once Steady and them kind of like did that whole thing coming together, and then like they went and I guess they denounced that the metal netter had ever been uh ever translated, and so that kind of blew up. And were you
Right.
around during that time? Were you there?
Yeah, I was there. So actually, when that debate was finna go down, like I was around them niggas, like when like they was preparing their shit. You know what I'm saying? And they was talking to Saaneter, and I ain't gonna hold you, like the behind the scenes, like people don't add to the conversation. I know that's your boy, but Saaneter was on some shit to where like he was trying to own all of the like everything, he was trying to own everything, the materials, the research, their lectures, basically all of their creative content, or at least Pharaoh. I don't know
The
about Sadie.
intellectual property he was trying to.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to get at. His intellectual property. So anything that young Pharaoh came up with or presented in the on this lecture that was going to be recorded by Sonnet, this debate, Sonetta owned that. You know what I'm saying? And so that was the caveat to where young Pharaoh and Sadie was discussing. It was like, Sadie wanted him to do it because he knew he was finna get paid. But Sadie was like just on some real shit, man, dog. Like, I'm gonna give you the real, like he trying to fuck you, you know what I'm saying? And so, shit, Sadie basically let him make his decision, and that's kind of where shit started falling off, you know what I'm saying? Cause if they had did it, they was willing to do it. But after that whole they wasn't willing to do it, all that kind of mess started happening. You know what I mean? They was talking about niggas was bringing the cops to the venue and calling niggas Pharaoh's PO, and we just kind of got real messy at that time. You understand me? But I felt like if they weren't trying to do all that intellectual property shit, then Seti and Pharaoh, or at least Pharaoh, would have been more willing to do it, and they could have had that debate, and the community could have kind of stuck together. But at that point, niggas was choosing sides, niggas was being messy, childish. And other organizations and groups and just individuals were chiming in and saying their piece, and I just think it kind of just went from there, where it just started going downhill.
Yeah, it seemed like that whole event, like that whole thing, kind of like was a paramount moment for Seti and young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh ended up kind of and Seti eventually splitting ways. Like they did a few more things together, but then they end up splitting ways, and then
Well. So I would say that I think that event, or the event not taking place, was the downfall of the community as a whole in general, not just them two. Because me personally, I feel like them two and Dr. Umar and was kind of holding the community together. Even though I feel like Sarnetta put the community out, he gave it like the leg to stand up on. I think these other individuals took it to a whole nother level. And then, it just kind of started falling down from there. Like once everybody started separating, because at first everybody was on Saaneter's platform. You see what I'm saying? So the community was together because it was all on one platform. Then niggas started going to their own respective corners. You understand me? They'll get hot off of Saaneter, and then they kind of go do their own thing. You know what I mean? And then shit, just and then when these niggas couldn't keep the community together, if they could have kept it together behind the scenes, I think, man, at that time it was a lot of energy. You see what I'm saying? On this black shit. You know what I'm saying? Black empowerment, bro. It was a lot of fucking energy, and it's just as a whole, it is transcended, in my opinion. You understand me? Uh but yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think that shit was really detrimental. As far as this community, the online conscious community is concerned. However, shit, I think the same people are still there. People still want to be empowered. We still dealing with different forms of oppression and being last. So I think it's there, but it's a large piece of entertainment as well. The entertainment aspect of it isn't really like cohesive anymore. And
Yeah,
then you got niggas like Polite, doing weird shit.
right.
You see
Yeah,
what I'm
that
saying?
like right. Could you? I could never imagine that polite
Bruh.
would take that
Ev-
weird turn. Like
polite.
what?
Bro, like and then that's another brother who was excellent at what they do. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. What?
Excellent. But god damn, fool. You know? But man, so
Oh,
hey man. So I just feel like, in a lot of ways that I think the energy could still be there. It's just, we just gotta, see it for what it is, man. Niggas got big headed, niggas had egos, super egos. Dr. Umar and said he got into it. That created the divide, even though that shit was hilarious,
it
but
was
it
hilarious.
it, it, it was extremely hilarious, but it created a divide in the community. You understand me? So just shit like that, bro. It's little different things that happen that created to the decline. But as far as me, I left that community largely because niggas started hating on me. Like even with the music, you know what I'm saying? I seen how niggas, not even just Pharaoh, not even niggas like that, like even niggas in my city, you understand me, that I'm around, like niggas
Yeah,
started
I
hating
noticed
on me.
you stopped doing like the more conscious, and you just kind of went more commercial. And but you still talked about different subjects, but it wasn't so
I
much
wouldn't
about the.
say commercial.
Well, okay,
However, but I do see what you're saying. Like, it's more general. Like, I more talk about my life, shit I'm going through. I talk about my store, try to promote my store. But it's more like, and I do throw that. I do. If niggas listen to my lyrics, I throw that black shit in there. You understand me? I just kind of sauce it up now. But it's like, even like when I ran for office too, niggas shied away from me, bro. Like niggas started hate, like bro, like that whole community, bro. Stop fucking with me, bro. Like for the
are you
most part. Nigga,
when
when I
you
ran for
ran for
office,
like yeah, when you ran for council, yeah.
yeah, nigga, like niggas is like, what the fuck is Shout doing? Nigga, we don't do that. Like running
Uh,
for office politics, that shit was that's taboo in the conscious community. But like, nigga, like that whole community should have got behind me, nigga. Donation, nigga, I should have won that hoe. You feel me? Just off of the strength of nigga, we got niggas all across the country, and then niggas across the country started running after me, or at least acting like they was finna start running. No, a lot of niggas did start running and try to run, but they didn't, see it through like I did. You dig? So I inspired a lot of people to do that shit, but niggas started hating on me, and I seen that niggas wasn't giving no donations, and then like this kind of started my transition too. Like nigga, white people was donating to me, nigga, bands and hundreds of dollars donating, dropping out. You know, what I'm saying? I ain't had to convince them or nothing. You dig? So it
right.
just kind of like changed my perspective a little bit. And then, especially if like I'm trying to get power in my community, in my city, and respect, like nigga, I can talk to people that I don't agree with, or I don't like, or we can have power conversations. Generals of opposing teams. Shit, talk and communicate all the time. You understand me? So I need to get around these people who are making plans and decisions for our community and the future of our kids and in our generations. You understand me? I need to be, or we need to be for real, not just me. We all need to be in these environments and learning and figuring out what these decisions are and making decisions for those too, for those decisions as well. Because long story short, like gentrification and a lot of this development and things that are going on in our communities, these are often 10 and 20-year plans. They already had that plan 20 years ago.
Right. We're so behind the mark on a lot of things.
Do you hear me? So, but we too cool to run for office, or we're too cool to be in politics, or we're too religious, or we're too thugged out, or we too conscious, or whatever niggas excuses is, or we don't believe in that shit. We don't think it works. And it's rigged and shit to get involved. You understand me? And really run this shit. And that shit really inspired me, but it also showed me. It made me shy away from that community, but it also showed me that I felt like I couldn't take niggas serious. Nigga, I'm over here trying to get power, for our
Right.
community. And niggas know what type of nigga I am. Well, a lot of people don't. You understand? People don't know me from a can of paint. But, the people that do know me, you understand me, niggas know me or know of me, bro. Like, niggas can't say no fuck shit about me. You understand me? And so, and to know what type of nigga I am or a person I am and put me in the office, bro. Like, I felt like my nigga, like, yeah, nah, nigga, I can't take y'all serious, bro. Cause one,
Right.
niggas not trying to get power. You feel me? And then niggas don't care about their community. First,
Right.
niggas is littering. Niggas is throwing trash. Even outside of my store, niggas be throwing trash over there. But it's like,
Yeah.
nigga, this your hood. Nigga, you love Oak Cliff. You love your hood. Why you littering and treating this shit like it's nigga the trash can, nigga? You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So at the same time, if a nigga don't care about their community and their neighborhood and the next person and paying it forward for the next person, hell no, they not finna take up the extra responsibility as a man or as a woman. You see what I'm saying? To delegate time and effort and care to their community. And if that takes
Mhm.
running for office or even being politically involved and engaged, nigga, go down to the city hall once a month, once every other month, and or a few times a month, you dig, and really learn what's going on out here. Go to the county meetings, the county court. Go to the county court hearings. You see what I'm saying? Find out what they doing in your county, you dig. Cause I'm telling you, Jack, they making decisions. These people got power and money, but we as a people, we not showing up and showing out in numbers. You understand me? So that's kind of what I be on nowadays, man. I'm trying to get power. I'm also, just trying to, build my brand, build my business. The Alkaline Hour, you understand me? We're a health store located in Oak Cliff, in one of the five top unhealthiest zip codes in Dallas County. You understand me? They did a comprehensive health plan, and they found out that if you live south of I-30, nigga, you live in 30 years less of people who live up north.
What?
30 years less than people who live up north, okay, Jack? So I'm like the only institution that's doing something about that. That's what I feel. You dig? And my sons and my daughters and my children that I inspire to do the same thing and copy my blueprint and not giving my due. You dig? But that's not here nor there. You dig?
That's a
But
lot.
yeah, so that.
That's right. And so, another person that was really high in doing this stuff, like going to the council meetings, is Charleston White. He says that he was doing some activism and things like that. Have you ever ran
Man,
into him doing anything in his community and your community?
man. So Charleston White was one of the people that started. And I didn't know it was an act or whatever he got going on, whatever he claimed it is. But he was one of the people that was hating on me as well. You understand me? One of the
Really?
first people hating. Yeah, 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 yeah. You understand me? You go back and I got the videos is out there. Man, I'm out there doing my thing, bro. And matter of fact, I met him when I got out of jail from the Dallas Nine shit. That nigga was waiting for us to get out. You understand me? Bigging us up, man. We fuck with you. I'm Charleston White. I'm this. I'm that. Man, the city fucking with you. You see what I'm saying? And so that's how I met him. Next thing I know, a couple months later, people calling my phone, man. Who is this nigga talking shit about you online on Facebook? Yeah, he going live about you, man, talking shit. Then shit. It eventually find me. I eventually find it, or somebody send me it. Uh, and I'm like, damn, that nigga going hard on me. But I met him, you understand me? That nigga was showing me big love. So, I think his thing was to, now we see his thing is, but, that just meant I was hot. You understand me? I was hotter and more known than what I thought I was. You understand me? I didn't know I had that much shine and that much glow. And then you got people out there that wanna damn that got to damn your glow. You see what I'm saying? For them to shine. You know what I'm saying? So that was one person that just in order he felt where he feels and he continues to do this shit, but he feels that to shine and to be seen, nigga, you gotta blow somebody else light out. You did. You understand me? You gotta dim
Has he
somebody else
continued
light.
to do that, or have you guys ever made up from that situation?
Nah, nah, we ain't made up, and it ain't no making up. You understand me? Ain't no making up. But I feel like at this point, he's a hater, so it's like, he was hating on me. Not only was he trying to, dim my light, but he was hating. So at this point, at his level, where he's gotten to, he's of course not finna, put any light on me now. You understand me? Cause you
Right,
put a
right,
little light on me, nigga, I'm finna really glow and really blow. You did, you understand me? Cause
right.
I got substance and I got more to offer than just speech and talking. You dig? You understand
So
me?
I know at one point, young Pharaoh was talking about this kind of similar. Well, not probably. He was like he got really extreme with the, I'm not a part of the conscious community anymore. I'm dealing with the Trump and the white community and whatever he kind of went into, and then he
Mm,
started kind of like getting into that community, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, he's going crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. He didn't got Mickeyed or whatever. Same thing
mm.
kind of happened, I believe, also to like the polite. What do you think is going on in these instances? The people that leave the conscious community, right? But then they end up like kind of like losing it or some crazy happening. And then because like Pharaoh seems to have like kind of gone he got Mickey and now he seems to be talking kind of crazy, like kind of like off. And then you have like polite kind of going to prison and stuff. And then said he just completely just dropped off the map. I don't know what he's. I think he's on Facebook every once in a while
Yeah.
talking. So I was
Um, Man, I think everybody but Sadie, like, I don't know, man. Like, in mind, I don't know these niggas. It's just me speculating. You understand me? So, hey, but I feel like that nigga Polite and Young Pharaoh, they probably might have been agents, nigga. I don't know. They could have probably been sent to this shit to, to do exactly what
like,
happened, to
disrupt
tear
it.
this shit down. You
You
see,
know
to
what?
disrupt this shit. You see what I'm saying? Because, it just makes sense, and I feel like Sadie might have been, what's the word, I think they fooled that nigga and used him, you understand me, and ran his shit to the ground, and shitted on that nigga. So I think that's kind of what happened. um but these is
'Cause,
niggas.
Pharaoh did kind of come out of nowhere. Like he
He did.
showed up at like a outside event that Saaneter was doing with
And he did.
all of a sudden all this knowledge and this that the other. And the next thing you know, he's like the hot man on the block.
But see, you gotta watch that shit, bro. Like, you gotta watch that shit. Like, niggas can't just like, this is knowledge niggas been having and big kicking. That nigga
Hmm.
ain't the thing is niggas are not doing original research. You see what I'm saying? If these niggas was in the field conducting their original research, that'd be different. But niggas is are regurgitating or they're anthropologists. You see what I'm saying? They're collecting a lot of information and then they're distributing that information to us. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like they're in the field. Basically, they're looking at other people's findings and they're teaching us off of what they found, what other people found. You see what I'm saying? So if
Based
you
on
was in the
Robert
field with,
Neil Cannon and uh,
yeah,
like
that's
Gilbert
different.
Blair and what's his name? Shake out the Diop and
Come on.
right there
That
coming in the yeah.
that's a different level because they're actually doing, I mean, all of it is scholarship, but it's just a different level of scholarship. Nigga, you in the field with that shit. So, you know, um, so yeah, that's the kind of shit I respect. You know what I'm saying? Niggas really
I
out
think
there.
Steady has actually been to Egypt, so he has a lot of information to actually know from. He could actually write a book just on going to Egypt and looking at the stuff and seeing it with Ashraf Kwasi and stuff. I think he used to go over there a few times with Ashraf Kwasi, so he technically does have the ability to teach beyond than just what he's read.
But see, I love Sadie. However, a lot of times, Sadie is an entertainer. You understand me?
Yeah.
He's an entertainer. I love that nigga. He not fucking with me. You understand me? I tried to hit that nigga up on a multiple occasions, That nigga's not picking up for me, but I still got love for that nigga, you know what I'm saying? But, I felt like, he let these agents get close to him as far as young Pharaoh. And shit, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if I can't even say that nigga agent. I ain't even gonna say all that, but it's just real weird, you understand me? And nigga, my intuition don't ever be wrong, nigga. Shit
Well,
just
somebody
weird.
came and fucked us up with the website. Came along and was like, "Oh, yo, you should move the website to our server." That's what happened to Black Power Cartel website. And someone
Ah,
convinced us to move it to their server, and then
ah,
all of a sudden they just disappeared
that's crazy.
and took the site down.
That's crazy. You
Yeah.
know who else? Goddess Ayana, agent.
Wow.
I don't
Okay.
know if you remember. I forgot that woman's name, but she came from New York, then Alabama. What was her name? She was a dark skinned chick. She was around during that time. She was messed. Oh, I forgot her name. But any agent. So they sending these people around. You know what I'm saying? Just like they've been doing. Like this ain't nothing new. They sending people around. You did around it. So we've dealt with a lot of agents just being a part of GML for Gorilla Mainframe. Like they sent them through, and you could look at these niggas' shoes. You could listen to the way they talk. They really excited. You know what I'm saying? So it's just been a lot of
Yeah.
shit.
See, I didn't even know to look out for that. I wasn't even thinking.
No, this is shit that you know what I'm saying. You in hindsight, everything is goddamn 2020. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, but at the time when we going through it, like shit, we going through it. If I felt
Yeah.
like this, or even sometimes we're listening to our intuition, but we're not necessarily taking heed and taking action and acting upon our intuition. We just listening, we observing. You feel me? So sometimes, when we just feel that, we just need to go and act upon it. When we hear that, don't just sit back and listen. Nigga, act, nigga. You see what I'm saying? Like that
Mhm.
soursop man, you feel me? The original one, you understand me? And the original strawberry man, you understand me? Yeah, this my
Right.
puffer coat. You feel me? Real mulberry silk, you understand me? Montclair, Versace, they not even doing it like that. And we got the QR codes right there. You see what I'm saying?
Right. So
You
I
know.
do want to get back on that. I want to get back to your business. I mean, I wanted to, we had to, I wanted to talk about those things. You was around during that time, and you are a person that has a lot of information, or historian as to speak, because you were there at the time. And you were actually physically there to see a lot of the things happen. And I
Man,
was saying,
yeah, I was sugarcoating a lot of that shit. Niggas was hating, bro. That's how that was. Niggas was hating, and he let that nigga Pharaoh take his shine and outdo him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Take off on
yeah,
him.
right. And then he just kind of like, maybe he was tired. He was getting older. Maybe he just, I don't know.
I mean, he is older though, and he got a kid, he got life going on. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, niggas just don't know, bro. Like that nigga could have had a whole army, nigga.
Yeah,
That nigga could have been a general for real,
real,
nigga.
right.
For real, niggas was probably ready to die for that nigga. Me at the time, I was ready to die for the cause. So if that nigga said he was talking about riding out, and I had 100 niggas behind me, 1,000 niggas behind me, nigga ain't no telling what the fuck I would have did, nigga.
Yeah,
You see
yeah.
what I'm saying? So, but
And then I think he
anyway,
had like a girl that like kind of came out with some picture of him, or some video of him with a bra on, or some kind of thing I heard about that
I don't know
happened in the
none of that.
DFW area. Yeah, that's what Charleston White told me about it. He said that it's some girl that had a video of him dancing around with a bra on or something.
I don't know about
I
that.
don't know. I think, well, that kind of circulated around the Fort Worth DFW, and I don't know, after that whole debacle, that whatever was going on with that, I haven't heard nothing from SETI again. So I'm not sure. No, not sure if she extorted him with that imagery or what. You know.
I don't know. That one never crossed my desk. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't taking anything to heart that nigga tell me. So
Right.
hey, you
He
know
actually called somebody on the phone and verified it, and I was like, "What?" Yeah, that was crazy. It's
that
but
nigga too involved in other niggas shit. It
But hell,
is
it could have been that just some funny shit that he probably was just doing, like whatever. And
hating the shit that he be doing,
no,
trying
I'm
to bring
saying like
somebody else
Cedric could have
down.
probably did that, but it probably was a joke. But then the girl took it, and you
I
know,
don't know. I think that should have been on the internet. I think that should have came across my desk. I ain't taking nothing from it. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like,
it's been this phantom photo that I have never seen.
yeah.
That
See. I ain't letting no, I gotta see it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because
Yeah,
that's a serious allegation.
it
But
definitely.
I wouldn't push it past nobody though. You see what I'm saying? I just gotta, I'd have to see it. I wouldn't
Yeah,
push it past anybody.
I think that's the word on the street, and I think that's why we didn't see him back in DFW anymore.
Nah, I doubt that. I doubt that. I think niggas just started kind of falling off. Like niggas ain't bring like cause niggas had to pay him to come out there. You know what I'm saying? Me and then niggas weren't really like coming out like that. What happened, nigga? If you wanna keep it 100, bro, like them RBG, like when we start like niggas within the community is beefing with each other. So if you gonna beef with everybody in the community, who's the fan base? Who's the audience? You see what I'm saying? How we gonna sell tickets, nigga, when everybody's divided? You did. So I think that was the issue. Like Fort Worth and Dallas, they had an issue. And then I didn't know about like I knew about the issue, but I didn't know them Fort Worth niggas. You understand me? And I didn't know like the extent of that shit. So I just naturally like just I wouldn't say I assumed these niggas beef or nothing, but I just naturally just stay, with my crew. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
so, I can kind of see like instances where, like niggas were sending shots at each other. They were sending shots and these niggas were sending shots back and forth. And then so, it was at the one of those RBG family weekends. I think it was 2016 or 2018. One of them, it was just like supposed to be real big. And like I was supposed to be there. They invited me. But I let one of these niggas talk me out of going. You understand me? And I think that was a real bad look on my part, because that was a whole fan base that I could have had, you
Mhm.
know. But so I just kind of fell into that shit, and then so that just fucked up the audience. You know what I mean? The consumer base. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like you can't do no event where Dallas niggas and Fort Worth niggas gonna come because niggas is beefing. Not
Wow.
not everybody, but so how we gonna bring SETI out when shit nigga then half the niggas want to see him, but the promoter that brings him out, y'all not fucking with the promoter, cause the
Okay.
promoter on the other team, or
Wow.
that, at least that was my perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I seen. Like
So
you
it's almost
know,
becoming like a gang of like the these
it's like
RBGs.
tribal.
Yeah. Oh, tribe. Okay.
Tribal, you know what I'm saying? It's not like a gang because niggas ain't out here like smoking each other. Niggas ain't out here pulling up fighting and killing, but niggas is out here like on some petty bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Like some shit that we actually trying to we preaching against, you know what I'm saying? Like we preaching
Trying to
against
bring
all
people
that
together,
bullshit.
but people want to be separated. Oh no, we're
Exactly, people want to be him. Everybody want to be him.
right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm him. Everybody want to be him, but nobody want to be us. You
Right.
dig? Yeah,
Right.
nigga.
That's a good quote. And so, but
Don't
the one
steal
thing
my shit. That's
I
my
want
quote. That's what
everybody want to be him, and everybody want to be that's a T-shirt. I'm about to make a T-shirt out of
Come
that.
on, man. You did.
So speaking of T-shirts and speaking of like products, do you still have your store in Plano?
Man, so I closed my store in Plano. Unfortunately, I got scammed. You understand me? We did make a year. I made a year. Had to leave shortly after my year of making it in business. Man, we had a lot of customers, a lot of support. How I got scammed. Long story short, is I allow in my haste to open up and expand and pop my shit. You understand? I'm gonna be like, yeah, nigga, I got two stores. Nigga, I'm out here doing it. I'm making it happen. In my haste, instead of creating a dotting all my t's, you know what I'm saying? I mean, nigga, I ended up signing a sublease with the tenant. You understand me? They had a side of their building. It was a restaurant, a Korean restaurant, or bakery. um they had a whole side that used to be a boutique, so they just rented it out basically. So I'm like thinking everything good, and then shit, man, like damn near 6 7 months in the game, they're like, shit, we gotta go. Shit, yeah, shit, pack y'all shit up. Y'all got to leave. I'm like, damn, we
What?
got a whole goddamn, we have a whole fucking contract. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole contract. How the fuck is we, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is going on? That don't make no sense, you know? And then so, Long story short, man, just to be a 100, like, just to be all transparent, man, like, I didn't feel like putting up a fight. I should have sued they motherfucking ass, you dig? But I just, like, told them, man, if you give me X amount of dollars, man, I'll say fucking I'll leave, you dig? I should have put up a fight, but, being a one-man band, a one-man team, and I do have employees and I have people that help me, like my sister, you understand me? But as far as, like, at the end of the day, this is my company and I don't have partners, you understand me? So everything falls down on me, from HR to everything, and me learning this, not having goddamn mentors and just knowing this shit. And like, this shit could be an excuse or whatever, but but still, this is my reason, you feel me? Or what I'm saying, you dig? What I'm putting down is that, the lack of all of that shit, I just didn't feel like, having more weight on my shoulders or trying to find an attorney, a lawyer, and all that old shit. You dig?
Hey,
So
so was the place doing good? Was it
it was doing
jumping?
great. It was jumping. It was
So
jumping.
what made them want to close it down? Like they just didn't like.
Well, it was the other place was, I don't know, they shit was jumping too. Like, they shit was jumping. Like, it was a Korean bakery.
Were they
They
trying to
they
close down, and so they closed the whole thing down, or were they
Well, see,
like,
they have multiple locations. So what they told me, like, and they told me this at the last second. It's not like they told me this before and kind of gave me a heads up, but like, they told me, like, within the last week of me moving out and being there, type shit, was that the landlord, like, didn't want to help them with fix anything, and the landlord was really hard or mean to them or rough on them, basically, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what they told me. Like, I don't know what that
and you
means.
couldn't just talk back directly to the landlord and say, well, hey, if they're moving out, let me take the whole place over, or
Well,
what?
that was a $10,000 a month location. You understand
Oh,
me?
okay,
So it's
okay.
a little, we was doing
See,
good, but you know
not
what I'm
that good.
saying? Like, but hey, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I was ready for that kind of commitment at the time. You
I
understand me?
think during the pandemic, you kind of like the whole way that you kind of hustled the sea moss and the elderberry. That was a an admirable thing. It was good to see you kind of pivot from like the music and pivot into like the sea moss and the elderberry. I believe that that was almost like a drug dealer selling like it's weed instead of selling weed, you're selling elderberry and sea
Yeah,
moss.
come on, man. Big trapping. That's why we trapping out the kitchen. But it's like, we speaking people language. That's all it is. That's what I feel like, my advice I give people that's trying to do what they do and be, push their concept, is that you gotta speak people language. You understand me? And a lot of people relate to hustling and trapping and drugs and stuff like that. But especially the community in which I'm marketing to, you understand me? That's their language. But we're coming with that energy. But this is some stuff that you actually need, though. You don't
Herbs, yeah.
necessarily, yeah, 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 yeah. Something that we were really intimate with, as far as our community, our culture, black people. We were into agriculture. We were forced into agriculture when we came over here, but we was on that shit before we came here. You dig? So just plants and medicine and using plants for healing. That was our thing. That was our
So what
thing. You
made you
dig?
get the idea? Because, like I said, it was around COVID time when I noticed it was on Facebook when you were promoting the, out the sea moss and the elderberry, and
Well,
they say that COVID's coming back, so I think you might have a big surge again. But it's kind of crazy now. It seems like everybody has this. It's almost like you came up with that idea, and after I seen you, maybe I say a
hey.
year later, everybody else got it.
Hey man, I'm talking about the first alkaline health store, only store you can pull up and get sea moss, only store you can pull up and get sea moss smoothie. You did against me well, not cold pressed juice. You did. It's a place that you get cold pressed juice, but you couldn't get no cold pressed sea moss juice. You did. Yeah, 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 yeah. The alkaline hour, the first one. Now we got a lot of sons and daughters. You understand me? Following our blueprint. I wish I had a blueprint that I could follow, but I had to conjure it and create it and curate this experience. Unfortunately, I don't have the capital to put my whole idea and my whole concept out as fast as I would like it to. But one thing that I learned but one thing I learned from breeding dogs is that everything has its time and its process. You can't rush the process. You can't rush the time that it takes for a bitch to go in the heat. You see what I'm saying? You can't rush the time that it takes for gestation and her to get pregnant. And you can't rush the time that it takes for you to, after she gets pregnant, to whelp and take care of the kids. It's a 3-week time that you gotta whelp and be their mom and take care of them And then after that, it's another 8 weeks until they can go into a new home. They have to get a series of shots, and you can't rush none of that. You dig? So I'm taking that same mentality and wisdom that I learned from breeding dogs, and I'm taking that with my company as well. Just like I tried to rush into my Plano location, even though we was there for a year and we did good, and if I did sign a lease that where I would have been straight, we would have had a different outcome. Still I'm learning from my past and everything like that, and just taking this all in, and I want to motivate other people that's trying to walk this same path, or just apply these gems and these pieces that I'm giving out to their life, where if they walk in a similar path or not. You dig?
Well, I say you should definitely take advantage of the TikTok marketplace, and the TikTok shop, and start
Okay.
really promoting your stuff online using this new TikTok thing, because a lot of people are getting on there and selling their stuff on TikTok, and with this new surge and what they're saying, the new whatever's going to be coming up, the new COVID is about to hit, it's about to be wintertime. People are kind of coming up with the new COVID now. COVID haven't gone. We just haven't been quarantined. I believe that people are probably still like looking for different remedies and herbs.
Right
So
on. Well, I thank you for that advice, and I would definitely take heed.
I think I wanted to like open the thing up to the audience to see if anybody had any questions. There's not that many people here, but that's how it is sometimes. Because I didn't really get to promote it as much to this because I was like still rushing the whole time. But people are going to catch the replay, and they're
Right.
also going to catch the the different shorts and stuff like that. You said a lot of interest. What's it called? Clip worthy things. So
Hey man, say man, it's your brother, none other brother Shawt. You understand me? It is what it is. You understand me? The owner of the Alkaline Hour, whether if you like it or not, you understand me? You need to get on your health as well. Ain't no need to be chasing a bag your whole life, and when you get it, you die of kidney failure, heart failure, or cancer. You understand me? The Alkaline Hour, we might have an answer for you. You understand me? Tap in thealkalinehour.com. You dig? We doing numbers on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We teaching and we preaching this alkaline gospel. Please don't wait till it's too late. Get your burdock root, your elderberry, and your sour sop and your turkey tail for that cancer. You understand me? Just take something else in addition. You understand me? You got to make investments for your health, just like you making investments for your health, baby. You know what I'm saying? If we ain't getting the bag, you understand me, then we ain't getting nothing at all. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, 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 yeah. So please support the company, the brand, the vision, everything. I appreciate my sister, my queen, Monica Lockett, putting me on here. You see what I'm saying? Thank you for the invite. You know what I'm saying? And let's do it again anytime you want me. You understand me? We're gonna make it happen.
for sure. I think this is your most recent video. I'm gonna play this on the way out, and I want to thank you, brother.
I just feeling I don't care, yeah. These hoes, they gon' stop and still. Two-time AP, man, out streaming everywhere, man. Apple Music, iTunes, all that, Spotify, wherever, man. Give me my couple pennies, my tenth of a cent for my stream, man. We out. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you. All right, peace, guys. Thank you guys for checking me out, checking us out on alchemizing energy. Thank you for tuning in, and peace.